He's going to be headlining here tomorrow night, and you've also seen him on Comedy Central. Please make it loud for Joe Klosek. Come out!
Thank you. I'm originally from Illinois, that's why I look like this. Still want to woo about it? No. Yeah, it's because it's not like I chose this. You know, I didn't go to the barber one day and say, hey, could you make me look like a Nazi from The Sound of Music? And he nailed it. He nailed it. He got it. Yeah. Lisa, you have a telegram. Ha 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 ha. Got it. I've lived here for 20 years. That means when I go back to Illinois, I am the ambassador of San Francisco. Which means everybody wants to ask me gay questions. It's always, what do you think about gay marriage? What do I think of gay marriage? I think I'm a straight, white, middle-aged guy who can't make it work in his life. Surely the gays won't mind me speaking for them. I don't care who gets married. Why are they fighting for that, though? They have everything I want right now. My girlfriend all the time, when we get married, I would love to be able to say, oh, it's against the law. Where's my parade? You know what I mean? I took a gig recently knowing that it was going to be awful, but I knew it was going to be so awful I would come away with a story. And this is exactly what happened. It started out like this. The booker sent me an email, and all in capitals, always a good sign. It said this at the top. It said, please be advised, this venue prominently displays the Confederate flag. Yeah, it's not indicative of their philosophy. I've booked many diverse shows there. Have fun. All right, sure. Let's find out how bad this is going to be. I hadn't even gone in the place yet. I'm standing outside, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh my God, did I really agree to this? And this guy walks up to me. We've never met. We've never exchanged a word, but he says this, I can always tell when black people are around. So can I, they're black. What the hell's wrong with you? Are you a psychic racist? What are you telling me? You don't have to cut eye holes out? What does that mean? What does that mean? And I walk in the place, and sure enough, there's a Confederate flag, but not just that. There's the biggest American flag I've ever seen in my life. Then the Confederate flag. On either side of that, there's those naked women mud flap silhouettes. Yeah, very classy. But then hanging at the end of the Confederate flag, disco ball. What is this mixed message that you're telling us here, you know? Like, America, if you're different, we don't like you. Women are objects, gays are okay. It made no sense to me, right? At one point during the show, they hated me so much they're chanting, we're number one, we're number one. I'm like, really? Because that flag is number 2. You lost. That's what that means. And after the show, I'm dying of curiosity. I asked this cocktail waitress, I'm like, don't you think that in this day and age, that flag is, I don't know, really offensive to African Americans? Without even thinking, she just goes, well, they never come in here. Yeah, because there's a Confederate flag hanging from the ceiling. And after that, I'm like, I gotta get out of here. They paid me American money. And I was afraid I was going, is my wallet big enough for this? I'm trying to get to my car, and this drunk guy gets in front of me, and he's that kind of drunk I call a tether drunk, you know? He's like this, like he looks like he's gonna fall, but he never quite does. You know, just a lot of this. And he gets in front of me and just goes, I don't like what you said about our flag. I'm like, all right. And then he starts to throw a punch. And he's so slow that I have time to think in my head, wow, this guy's gonna punch me. But the punch is so slow that all I had to do to get out of the way of it was just go. And then he pulls his fist back and I just straighten back up. And here's why I continue to take horrible gigs, because this guy gave me this moment. He stands there and he just goes, all right, you're pretty fast, Matrix. Good night.